Yvonne Shaheen has been called a guiding light to Indianapolis and its culture, an acknowledgement of how her leadership in the private sector, her generosity, and her passion for the arts has shaped Indianapolis for more than 4 decades.
I feel compelled when I join an organization that I want to make it better. I'm just a strong believer. If you do something, you have to do it with your whole heart.
The daughter of Lebanese immigrants, Yvonne Shaheen was born in Columbus, Ohio. She attended Miami University and worked as a teacher before marrying Riyadh Shaheen. His work landed them permanently in Indianapolis when he purchased Long Electric Company in 1972. As the company continued to grow, Yvonne began to work alongside her husband Riyadh. When he unexpectedly passed away in 1987, Yvonne knew she needed to step in as CEO, a virtually uncharted path for a woman in that industry sector.
We had projects that we bid on as a subcontractor that we were the low bidder, and we were not awarded the projects because they didn't think I knew enough about the electrical arena. And in many cases they were right, but I surrounded myself with people who did. And I knew about budgets, and I knew how to run the business.
As she built Long Electric into a national top 50 women-owned company, Yvonne had to go the extra mile to be sure it was treated with proper professional courtesy.
One of the funny things I did when I owned my company, I was the bill collector, and we hadn't been paid for their building. And so I went to the general contractor or called and tried to get paid for it. And they said, well, the check's in the mail. Well, we never got paid. So I loaded up a briefcase and I went into their lobby, and I just said, I've come to get my check for our company. And they said, well, the treasurer's out for lunch or wherever he was, and you'll just have to wait. And I said, oh, that's just fine. And so I sat down, and on their coffee table that was sitting there, I took out my calculator and took out all my paperwork, and I thought, I can sit here all day long. You know, I brought a snack in case you have to go through dinner. And it was so interesting that I got my check within the hour.
For decades, her no-nonsense, get-it-done attitude has also benefited several not-for-profit organizations in Indianapolis.
She has, for many years, been guiding us and helping us to become more professional inside of our management. And so her background as a business leader and as a nonprofit leader has helped us become better at our job. And at the same time, she's then supported us with our dollars.
She has also inspired fellow board members to join in the work.
She's inspired them to think about how their philanthropy can support the initiatives of the board. She's worked with us to enrich and revive some of our own aspirations. And she serves, as I mentioned earlier, as a model to us about how to be complete and whole, about how to connect, how to be the and instead of the or, and how to bring everybody together.
I think Yvonne's energy and the fact that she's at it from dawn till dusk, literally many days, serves as a great motivational thing for the rest of us. Leadership by modeling, and if Yvonne can do it, why can't I do it? She is just such an important part of arts in this community. She's a supporter. She's almost a missionary for the arts in Indianapolis, and she's one of the key people in making things work.
She'll observe what she sees, and she'll ask questions about things that she doesn't think are quite right, and she'll want to try to understand the details. That's really an example of board governance and leadership as it should be working. From the moment I got here, Yvonne was prepared to meet weekly and look over donor lists and write letters and call donors and meet donors. And you know, I know that many people will share a similar story of Yvonne, which is anytime they see her coming, they'll walk to the other side of the street. But we've certainly been the beneficiary of her just relentless desire to see us succeed.
Yvonne also takes time to encourage women to work for opportunities.
I hope sometime that women will get a better chance here in Indianapolis than they have been in the past. I have mentored several women in my career and since I retired, and sometimes we just don't get the break that we should.
From empowering women to championing not-for-profits, Yvonne has given in so many ways to the business and culture of Indianapolis. But she has yet to grant one long-time request.
About the only thing that Yvonne hasn't done for the ISO is played trumpet in the orchestra, and I'm still working on her to get her to do that at some point.
please welcome to the stage Yvonne Shaheen.